Disney was great, man. Disney was great. We had a good time there. I finally got to go on that big Star Wars ride. Any other Star Wars fans up in here? I got to go on that Star Wars ride that they built. And if you don't know about it, they spent like hundreds of millions of dollars on this ride. It's basically a movie set. It's unbelievable. But it's also an immersive experience, which means everybody who works on the ride is in character. They play a character. So when the ride starts, you're in the woods with all the rebels, and they're moving you down the line. Thanks for joining the fight. You go through the woods, a big alarm sounds, and they go, the first order's coming. We got to get you out of here. You turn the corner, there's this humongous spaceship. The doors open, you get in with these big LED monitors all around you, these 90-inch TVs, and then you take off into outer space. A battle begins, you get sucked onto the Death Star, and the next time the doors open, you're on the Death Star face to face with 100 animatronic human-sized stormtroopers with their guns pointed at you. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. Are you kidding me? This is so cool. What a cool experience for me. Not for my 5-year-old son, who's never seen a Star Wars film or been on a ride. And I think back on the day, trying to remember what was happening on the ride and recapture what was happening with my son. Because when it started, he was totally into it. He's in the woods. They're like, thanks for joining the fight. He's giving high fives. Like, thanks, dude. He was all excited. Then the alarm sounds. I'm like, come on, buddy, we got to go. The bad guys are coming. And he goes, the bad guys are coming? And then we turn the corner and we get on a spaceship. And we go into outer space, where an intergalactic battle begins. The whole thing's shaking, people are screaming. I look, my son is hugging the guardrail going, I want to go back to Earth! And then the doors open and he's face to face with 100 death robots with laser pistols pointed at his esophagus, and his father all smiles. The tour guide, one of the kids that worked on the ride, recognized me, right? So he goes, Joe, listen, we'll let the group go, then you and your family can take a cool picture in front of the stormtroopers. I was like, great. The whole ride goes. My son goes, come on, Dad, we got to go. I said, no, we're going to take a quick picture, buddy. He goes, with the bad guys? And we have a family photo lined up in front of the stormtroopers. My son, scared to death, hugging my thigh. Jeez! And then, spoiler alert, you escape. I mean, you figured it out. I'm here, right? But the way you escape is that your escape pod crash lands pretty realistically on a foreign planet, okay? And I had never been on the ride, so when it jostles, it catches me, and I go, oh, and my son sees this, and he loses his shit. He's like, ah, ah, ah! And he starts yelling, Grandpa! Grandpa! He's calling for his grandfather, who's not even in the state of California. He is 3,200 miles away in New York. But his father has failed him so miserably that the only other male role model he knows, his only plan B, the only other guy that could save the day, Grandpa. Quick stats on Grandpa for you. 75 years old, 4'11". Diabetic, chronic bronchitis, needs an inhaler, double kneecap replacement surgery, uses a walking stick. He's like Yoda. He's like a real life Yoda. I feel like he was in New York going, I feel a disturbance in the force. So I see my son losing his mind, and I get like snapped back to reality. Eminem, Mom's spaghetti. And I'm like, he's not having fun. So I grab him, I scoop him up, I'm hugging him, and I'm rubbing his back. And I just tell him, don't worry, buddy, relax, it's just a ride. Information he could have used 12 minutes ago. And he's doing that thing, you know when they're so, like, they're not even crying anymore, they're just so angry, they're doing that angry breathing, beat red, right? So I'm hugging him, I'm holding him. He pushes off my chest, looks at me dead in the face, goes, this is some straight up Disney bullshit. Hey, therapy will be needed. And I think about people who think they've been abducted by aliens, right? And they believe in their mind that it's happened. And I just know, 20 years from now, I'm gonna be watching a documentary, my son's gonna be on it. table, cup of water, spotlight. And they're gonna be like, sir, do you believe in aliens? And he's gonna be like, do I believe in aliens? Let me tell you. Why the hell does he talk like that all of a sudden? Apparently he's moved to Alabama, I don't know. He's playing the banjo, he's like, let me tell you a thing or two about a thing or two. Me and my family were on vacation in California. I got sucked up into a space vehicle. Oh, you don't believe me? Well, take a look at this picture.